Two A B C D E F G H I J K elemental P Q R S T U V W X Y and Z. And we're live here at Woodland Hills as the Woodland Hills varsity volleyball team is preparing to take on Penn Hills on this Tuesday evening.
Let me help you with your vision, they losing their sight here. Time to send the world a message they might hear. Like Meek Mills, I'm making it quite clear. I'm chasing my dreams and fighting my nightmares. I'm going real hard, I'm talking words you understand, I'm talking real bars. I'm going everywhere, you know I'm talking real far. Yeah, it's time to raise a toast to this thing that I love the most. As I go from coast to coast, I'm talking north side, I'm talking south side, I'm talking east side, I'm talking west side. I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, it's time to let you know how I spit it when I flow. When I go and light a fuse and I set to let it blow. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide. Yeah, time to check my status and the GOAT is what it be. And you know I'm over 30, so my level is a G. And I may be from the hood, but I'm way beyond these streets. And my pockets hate a diet, so they always down to eat. Even though they screaming fame, and it's always spelling me. And I'll never hang it up till my mission is complete. And I'm looking at you haters, I suggest you take a seat. Cause it's all fun and games to a killer show his teeth. This is for them cats that be screaming homies. Claiming that you're real, but we know you're phony. Now I'm chilling with my sons, they my one and only. Like the Turner brothers, yeah, we screaming lions only. Step into this den, I welcome all who will dare. Never met a David, tell me whom shall I fear? Gotta rep the nation, black and gold is what I wear. If you look to your left, to your right, I'm everywhere. I'm talking worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, I'm going worldwide, yeah.
And we're live here at Woodland Hills on this Tuesday evening as the Woodland Hills varsity volleyball team is preparing to take on Penn Hills. As you see now, they're getting ready to go through the starting lineups. They just announced Ava Adamski. Number 14, Amira Smith for Penn Hills. Number 4, Taylor Slaughter for Penn Hills. Next up is number 12, Sarah Miller, a junior for Penn Hills. Number 16, Angel Calloway for Penn Hills. Number 11, Sadell Brown. And number 10, Larissa Shelby, a senior. Head coach for Penn Hills varsity volleyball is Jay Milton. And now we are preparing to announce the home team, Woodland Hills varsity volleyball team. The Wolverines are 0-5 so far on the season, and they are coming off of a loss to Franklin in their last outing. For the Woodland Hills Wolverines, number 21, Alana Danilo, freshman. Next up, number 10, Sarah Bauer, freshman. Next up is Carmen Vasquez, number 8. Number 2, Sadie Boyd. Number 5, Kayla Walter. You may remember her from wearing number 3 in her last game. Number 28, Cynthia Burnham, a senior. Number 30, Jada Shafino. Nisa Boyd, senior, number 7. Number 27, Sunrise Meyer. And next up is Alana Williams, senior. Head coach for the Wolverines is Tiara Hanna. And as we prepare to get into this Tuesday evening volleyball game, this is homecoming week for Woodland Hills, and it is the first of 2 games that the Wolverines will be playing in. Today's game, home versus Penn Hills, of course, and next on this Thursday, September 30th, they'll end the month with a trip to McKeesport. They'll look to get revenge against McKeesport as they lost their last outing 3-2. And before this game starts, I wanted to remind everyone that this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. That's 412-271-9293. And be sure to check out the Rock Comedy Show, Episode 5, coming on tonight at 9 p.m. right after this. That's right. Some of the best comedians in Pittsburgh take the stage. Rock Comedy Show, Episode 5, 9 p.m. And don't forget that a new episode of the Rock Comedy Show is also coming out tomorrow at 9 p.m. Episode 6, Wednesday, 9 p.m. You don't want to miss it. So as the teams get ready to take the stage, here you have Woodland Hills coming out with a similar starting lineup towards the last time. They'll have number 21, Alana Danilo, number 22, Alana Williams up front, as you can see right now. They'll have number 30, Jada Shafino out there, number 28, Cynthia Burnham. They'll have number 27, Sunrise Myers, number 10, Sarah Bauer, all out there to open the game. Burnham will open the game with the first serve. And that one hit back across, so we have a rally for the first. And Shafino goes for the kill. And a good dig, but that one falls just short. And the first point goes to Penn Hills. And that's Danilo with the kill. So 1-1 here. So back to serve now is Alana Williams for the Wolverines. And that one's set in the air for number 10, Larissa Shelby. And that's Shafina going for the kill, but a good block there. A combination of number 12, Sarah Miller, and Sadell Brown. And Woodland Hills is 0-5 so far on the season this year, and Penn Hills is 3-5 this year on the season. Now set that one up. And a great kill there by Sadell Brown. And that is our first ace of the game there for Penn Hills. So the score is now 4-1. Back to serve now is Larissa Shelby, right off of that ace. And that one's set in the air. And they'll try to get that one across, but it lands out of bounds. So point Indians. Shelby with the serve. And that one goes out, so point Wolverines. Back to serve now is Jada Schifino. We saw her in our last outing here on the Roxamore Sports Network against Indiana with some great serves. And a nice kill there for number 12, Sarah Miller. And Miller will now go back to serve as Nisa Boyd checks into the game for the Wolverines. 6-2 here in the opening set. And that's the freshman there with a set over the net. Now go for the kill. And just out of reach there for Alana Williams on the set. So point goes to the Indians. Miller back for the serve. Boyd with a dig. And they'll just get that one back over the net for the rally, and they'll try to set that one up. And that one just got over the hands of number 21, Danilo. And that'll be a kill for Sunrise Meyer, as the Indians were unable to handle that one. Back to serve now is Danilo, a freshman. She's one of 3 freshmen on this Wolverines team. And that one unable to get blocked at the net, as the point will go to Penn Hills as Ava Adamski gets the point. 8-3, Penn Hills. And Myers and that one was right on the line for Adamski. Right on the line as that one goes for the points for Penn Hills. 9-3 now. They'll set that one up for the kill. A gentle touch over the net. And a great play there by Myers to keep that one in play for the rally. They'll set that one up. They'll try to go for the kill here, as that one lands out of bounds. So a good rally by Woodland Hills ends up with a point Penn Hills after they were unable to keep the ball in bounds on the kill attempt. Back to serve now is Sadell Brown. And that one doesn't get over the net, so point Wolverines. Back to serve, it looks like it'll be Sarah Bauer. And That was a powerful serve there by Bauer. Unable to be handled by Adamski. So 5-10 now. Bauer back to serve again. And that one unable to be handled as it hit the ceiling. And a gentle touch there over the net by Burnham. And more power there this time from Burnham as the ball is set back over the net, but it lands out of bounds. So point Wolverines. That's 3 straight points in this set. Trying to make a comeback to tie this one up down 10-6 for the home team. Bauer with the serve, but that one falls short. Point serve for Penn Hills. Back to serve will be Ava Adamski. Ava Adamski, excuse me. Burnham with the serve, but that one was blocked at the net by number 4, Taylor Slaughter. And a great dig there by Kayla Walter. Myers with this, and now she'll go for the kill. And that one, a long rally here, but that one was a little too much power, too strong there. So point goes to Penn Hills. Indians now lead 12-6. As that dig went into the net, so point Indians. Back to serve is Adamski. And Myers with the serve, but that one will bounce off of the teammate's head as there's a little bit of laughter there as that one was a little bit of miscommunication. You'll get an early timeout here from the Wolverines. So as we're in this timeout break, let's give you a bit of a recap of what's happened with the Woodland Hills varsity volleyball team since the last time you saw them on the Roxamore Sports Network. In their last outing on the Roxamore Sports Network on September 16th, the Wolverines lost to Indiana by a score of 3-0. Since then, they've played in the Penn Trafford tournament. They also have had 2 matches against other teams, both on the road, where they lost to Plum and Franklin, respectively. Now they are in the homecoming week here on September 28th on the Roxamore Sports Network, where they are playing Penn Hills. And a reminder that this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take this thing out of your plumbing woes. You can call them at 412-271-9293. That's 412-271-9293. So we're back into the action now. Adamski is back to serve. Penn Hills leads 14-1, 14-6 here in the first set. That one will be digged high as they'll just get that one back on the other side. They'll go for the kill, but that one landed out of bounds. So point Woodland Hills. We've seen a couple of kill attempts that were a little too strong landing out of bounds here. More than the last time we saw here on the Roxamore Sports Network. Back to serve now is Sunrise Myers. And Shafina will get that back across the net. And they'll go for the kill attempt. Gentle touch over the net as that one will be set in the air, but unable to get over the net for Shafino. So point Penn Hills. And now they'll have a substitution. That's Kiana Walker subbing into the game for number 14, Amira Smith. Walker is the lone sophomore, or excuse me, she's one of 2 sophomores on this Indians team. And they'll get that one back over the net for Woodland Hills. And a great block at the net there by Cynthia Burnham. She'll now go back to serve. And Danilo checks back into the game here for Kayla Walter. And that one will get across the net. Back to serve now for Penn Hills, up 16-8 is first team all-section selection Angel Calloway. That'll go to Shafino, back across the net. And that one went right over the hands, and they'll set that back across the net. Great rally there. And a great kill there for Sunrise Myers. Unable to handle that. Back to serve now for Woodland Hills is Alana Williams, a senior here for the Wolverines. And that one will fall just short. So Penn Hills point. Now just 7 points away from taking this first set. Back to serve is Larissa Shelby. As that one unable to be handled. So ace for Shelby. Shelby back to serve again. And just a gentle touch over the net there from Williams. And Danilo will hit that back over. And a great play there. And that one's saved. Now for the kill attempt, that'll be Sarah Bauer. And she'll get the kill. So a great rally there from both teams, but Woodland Hills able to kind of come away with the point. Back to serve now is Jada Shafino. And that one will go down as an ace for Shafino. And that one handled by the libero. And point Woodland Hills once again. We've seen Shafino this season able to get the Wolverines back in the games when they're down, when she's back to serve. And she's doing so once again here. They'll set that one up in the air, but they'll touch the net. Or excuse me, her foot landed actually over the line under the net. So point goes to the Wolverines. Down just 5. They'll set that one up in the air. That's Sarah Miller. And it was close to the line, but they'll call it for the Indians here. Subbing into the game now is Nisa Boyd for the Wolverines and also Amira Smith. Out goes Jada Shafino and Gabby Pernatosi. And Miller with the ace there. So now the Indians are just 5 points away from taking this first set. And that one with the dead. But unable to get a teammate to help her out there is Myers. So 21-13 here in the first set. And Myers with the kill attempts. And they'll get that back over their net. Good rally there from the Indians. And that's Callaway, first team all section. With the block of the net was Myers and Danilo. And now Myers will go for the kill attempt. And she'll get it. That was some great volleyball right there. Sunrise Myers getting the kill to keep the Wolverines within 7. Back to serve now is Alana Danilo. And point goes to the Wolverines on that one. Danilo back to serve once again. That one falls short. So point Penn Hills. Danilo will check out of the game after that one. And subbing in for Penn Hills is number 3, Taylor Denson, a junior. Out goes Sadell Brown, a senior. Denson will come into the game and go right back to serve.
Taylor Denson serves for the Indians.
That one be set in the air. Burnham with the kill attempt. And she'll get it as that one falls into the net. So back to serve for the Wolverines is Sarah Bauer. And that one will fall short. So Penn Hills point, 23-16 here in this first set. You have Ava Adamski back to serve. And they'll get that one back over across the net. Set into the air. And unable to be blocked at the net. Credit that kill to Larissa Shelby. As you see Coach Jay coaching up his Indians team there from the sideline right now. With the set point on the line here. A little bit of miscommunication on that kilo. And that one will go to the Wolverines. Still set point here for the Indians. 24-17 here in the first set as Jada Shafino checks in for Nisa Boyd. Back to serve now is Sunrise Myers. And that one will fall short. So the Indians will take this first set. And we'll be right back with more volleyball action here on the Roxamore Sports Network after this commercial break.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
And we're back here on the Roxamore Sports Network at Woodland Hills, home of the Wolverines, as the Woodland Hills varsity volleyball team is hosting Penn Hills. Penn Hills took the first set by a score of 25-16, and now they'll come out for a second set action here as they both break the huddles. And before this second set gets started, wanted to remind all of you guys to check out the Rock Comedy Show, episode 5 at 9 p.m. tonight. That's right, some of the best comedians in Pittsburgh will be on center stage telling the greatest jokes you'll ever heard. That's right, the Rock Comedy Show, episode 5, 9 p.m. And don't forget that a new episode 6, comes out tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m. The Rock Comedy Show, airing here on the Roxamore Sports Network. So you'll have the ref talking to the coach for Woodland Hills right now, trying to get everything situated before the second set. And it looks like we're getting ready for action now. And Penn Hills will open the second set with the serve. Back to serve now is number 17, Kiana Walker. Now one up in the air for Shafino. And that was a powerful kill attempt by number 4, Taylor Slaughter, but it lands out of bounds. Point Wolverine. Back to serve now is Alana Williams. That one falls short. So 1-1 here to start off the second set. Back to serve now is Angel Calloway. Set in the air by Williams. It'll land right over the net, but it was blocked. Number 11, Sadell Brown and Larissa Shelby were able to get their hands on that one right by the net for the block. So Calloway will go back to serve once again. Myers with the dig. And they'll get that one back over the net. Popped in the air by Calloway. And a good block there by the freshman, Alana Denola. So this game is still tied 2-2. Shafino back to serve. Just handled. Shelby with the kill attempt. Shafino gets out in the air. Back to Williams. And now Calloway will get that one, a high one. Now the net will be Shelby once again. That one was going out of bounds, but now the point will end up going to Penn Hills. And that'll be Nisa Boyd subbing in for Shafino. Back to serve is Shelby. And just a good play at the net there from Sadell Brown. Now one unable to be handled by the libero there. So ace goes to Larissa Shelby. Popped into the air by Walter. Myers with the tap over the net. But point Indians there. Reminder that this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley. where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. And Myers gets that one in the air. But that one will go into the bleachers. And Shelby will get her 4th consecutive point here.
Today's game is being broadcast on the Roxamore Sports Network. Check them out on
And this game, once again, has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. That's 412-923. Beasley Plumbing. Also, be sure to check out the Rock Comedy Show tonight at 9 p.m. Episode 5, re-airing 9 p.m. tonight. And a brand new episode is coming out tomorrow, Wednesday, 9 p.m., episode 6. Some of the best comedians in Pittsburgh take center stage. The Indians lead the Wolverines 7-2 here in this second set. They already took home one set as the visitors. Back to serve will be Shelby. And that one will stay on the side of the Wolverines, unable to get back across the net on the rally. So point Indians, now 8-2. And that one looked like it might have gone out of bounds, but they'll get that one right over the net. And it just grazed the fingertips of Sarah Bauer there, so point goes to the Indians. Shelby to serve again. And a great block there by Sadell Brown. Play made right at the net. Ten to 2 here. We'll get a brief stoppage as the ref goes to talk to the head coach there. Shelby back to serve again. They'll get that one back over the net. Popped into the air. And a strong kill attempt there from Sarah Miller. And that one grazes the top of the net. They'll pop that one back up in the air. And Adamski will graze that one over the net for the kill. So 11-2 Indians. A great couple rallies there. And it's now 11-2 here in the second set. And that one will go short. So Woodland Hills will get their first point since the game was tied 2-2 to bring the score to 11-3 here in the second set. Back to serve for the Wolverines is Danilo. That one just out of reach for the kill, so they'll just dig that one over the net. Unable to be blocked, but handled. And Williams will pop that one in the air. And Bauer unable to get it over the net. So Indians point there. That'll be 12-3.
Sarah Miller serves for Penn Hills.
And this is homecoming week for Woodland Hills. Their lone home game of the week. And that one will go to Woodland Hills. Too many people touched the ball there. As that one goes out of bounds. So now 14-3. The lead is now 11 for the Indians. Bauer gets that one up, but she can't touch it again, and none of her teammates were able to get that one from her. So now 15-3. And timeout, Woodland Hills to try to stop the momentum of the Indians. And during this timeout, just wanted to remind everyone that this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. That's 412-271-9293. Game is being brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. So let's run through some of the seniors here for Woodland Hills, since it is their final homecoming outing. So the first senior is Nisa Boyd, wearing number 7. Next up, you have Alana Williams, number 22. Then you have Cynthia Burnham, number 28. So those are the seniors for your Woodland Hills Wolverines here on their lone homecoming game happening at their home court. So now they'll break this timeout here in this second set. Indians up 15-3. Indians also took the first set. Williams will get that one up in the air, and Boyd will just knock that one back over the net. And Brown got that one back. Dig there by Callaway. And Bowers with the play at the net. And a great play there from Walter. And we are in an exciting rally here. That one popped up right at the net. And Bauer gets that back over with the killer attempt is Adamski. That one pops high in the air. Walter will get that one as Williams knocks it back over the net, but too strong, and it goes out of bounds. So point after that long rally goes to the Indians. Back to serve is Sarah Miller, junior for the Indians. Callaway will get that one over the net. That's Burnham, but right to Callaway. Unable to get blocked at the net by Burnham and Myers. So that will go to the Indians. Back to serve once again will be Sarah Miller. And that one unable to get over the net, so point to the Indians as 4 people touched that one. 18-3 now. That is the largest lead of this evening for the Indians. And Myers with the point there. 18-4 now. Back to serve will be Sarah Bauer. One of 3 freshmen on this varsity team. And that point will go to the Indians as Burnham reached a little bit over the net there. Checking into the game now will be number 4, Taylor Slaughter, and number 3, Taylor Denson. So Taylor 2 times there for the Indians. Back to serve is Denson. Walter able to get that one in the air, but falls right at the net. So 20-4 now, Indians. Here in set 2, Penn Hills, record 3 of 5. Woodland Hills, 0-5. Is that one, Bauer is able to get that one up, but bounces off the ceiling, and they're able to get that back over the net. Set in the air for Taylor. And she'll get the kill there. That's Taylor Slaughter with the kill. Out there on the court for Penn Hills, you have Taylor Denson, Taylor Slaughter. You have Sarah Miller, Amira Smith, Ava Adamski. As that one goes out of bounds, so Denson actually will be credited with the kill. You also have Larissa Shelby out there for Penn Hills right now on the court. 22-4 here in the second set. 3 points away from getting a 2-0 lead. And Burnham will get that up to Myers. She'll go for the kill. Pops that one back up to. And point will go to Wolverines, as it looks like Shelby's foot landed right over the line. Substitution now as Jada Shafino checks in for Nisa Boyd. Back to serve now is Sunrise Myers. And that one too strong there. Will go out of bounds, 23-5. And they'll sub out Angel Calloway. Bauer unable to get in the air under that one. So now we have a set point, 25-4 here. 1 point away from taking the second set and getting a 2-0 lead. Back to serve, Ava Adamski. Now one up by Walter. Williams will tip that over the net. Block attempt, no good there. Williams will pop that one up for Shafino. And that one will fall just short on the kill attempt from Amira Smith. So point Wolverines. Still set point here. Indians can take this set up 24-6. Back to serve is Cynthia Burnham. And a little bit of a double clutch there. And they'll get that one up to Miller. For it to get the set point. Credit that one and that kill to Amira Smith. And Penn Hills win set 2, 25-6 to take a 2-0 lead. So we'll come back with set 3 here on the Roxamore Sports Network after this commercial break.
Hello, I'm Lisa Baldwin with Remax Select Realty. My experience and my commitment makes everything I touch turn to sold.
Call Lisa Baldwin at 724-933-6300 extension 489 or go to selecthomefinder.com.
So I started limping over there to her fast, but wasn't fast enough. So I had to get her attention. I'm like, hey. She turned around, see me limping towards her. She says, oh my gosh, you've been shot. I just fell on the ground. There wasn't even nothing wrong with me.
Graduated from Ohio State Penitentiary. They got real classes in there. Anybody been in that school? No, they got real classes. Like, it's 50-year-old man in there. They was like, hey, fam, can you be quiet? I got school in the morning.
And I'm still fat. So if you watch season 1, I remained and maintained all this weight for season 2. I ate just enough fried chicken, cornbread, collard greens, mac and cheese, all that, just to maintain all of it.
we're back here at Woodland Hills. Penn Hills leads 2-0. They won the first set 25-16, second set 25-6. So we had a little bit of a scoreboard issue. Looked like someone tried to unplug the scoreboard to plug in their phone. Bad move there by that person. We won't call anyone out specifically, but we'll be back into action in about 40 seconds as they let that clock run down. And the next time these two teams will actually meet will be October 21st at Penn Hills. So a home and home here for both teams. So with a 2-0 lead, Penn Hills will try to take this one and get the first win in the series. And Woodland Hills will open the third set with the serve. Back to serve will be Cynthia Burnham.
Starting off the set for the Wolverines, Cynthia Burnham.
And that one in the air, but a little too strong there from Shelby. So point Woodland Hills. Second straight set that they've won the first point. And that's an ace for Burnham. So 2-point lead for the Wolverines. That one popped up in the air by Pernatosi, but unable to be handled by her teammate. So 3-0 lead here. And I believe that's their largest lead of the game. Reminder that this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley. Where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. And that one, with a little bit of contest at the net, point will go to the Indians. Callaway with the serve. Williams gets that one to Danilo. And Alana to Alana connection there. And Bauer unable to get that one. But a great job laying it all out on the line there by the freshman. Back to serve again is Callaway. Set in the air to Danilo. Shafino. As that one goes just out of bounds. So point Penn Hills. So after the Wolverines went up 3-0, the Indians charged back to get this 4-3 lead. Williams all the way across to Shafino. But point will go to the Indians there. That's 5-3 now. And that one will go into the bleachers. So Callaway with a couple of great serves to kind of scramble that Wolverines defense. And they'll just get that one back over the net. Kill attempt there. And that'll be a point Woodland Hills as that one just unable to get really controlled by the Indians. Back to serve now is Alana Williams, a senior. Shafino with the play at the net to get that one back over. And Miller unable to get that one over the net on the kill, so point Woodland Hills. And that serve will land out of bounds. Point Indians. They'll set that one in the air, but unable to be handled by Sadell Brown, so point Wolverines. Just out of reach there. So back to serve now is Jada Schifino. Too strong there. Subbing in now is Nisa Boyd. Also subbing in, this time for Penn Hills, is Amira Smith. Back to serve is Sarah Miller. Popped in the air by Walter. And Denola will just get that one back across the net. And unable to be handled by Smith, point Wolverines. Down just one now. Popped in the air by Miller, but it looked like no one wanted that one, so. Head coach Jay Mitlow will go and talk to his player to try to fix that one. Callaway to get that one back. First team libero from last season. Set in the air. Once again, kill attempt. And Miller gets that one to Bauer, but Callaway showing off how she got that first team selection, making a great defensive play. But point will go to the Indians after that couple of rallies. As now you have the Taylor duo checking back in the end. That's number 3, Taylor Denson, and number 4, Taylor Slaughter. Denson goes back to serve. Seems like every time she checks in to serve. And Williams will try to set that one up to Myers. Great effort there on defense, but Miller's running all around there, trying to help them out. Unable to get that one as it ultimately lands out of bounds. Point Wolverines. Bauer back to serve. This game is now tied 9-9. And it will land just out of bounds, right in front of the Penn Hills bench. And we'll have Boyd checking in there for Bauer, it looks like. Williams will get that one up. Burnham, right over the hands of the blocking defenders. And Callaway will knock that one back across the net. And Williams will try to get that one to Myers, but blocked at the net. That was Amira Smith. So Penn Hills with the point to get a 2-point lead after this game got tied at 9. Back to serve again is Adamski. And a play right at the ground. So in great mobility there was Boyd. And point goes to the Indians. So 12-9 now. And unable to get enough air under that for Walter. So that'll go as an ace. 13-9 here in this third set. Indians lead 2-9. And Walter will get that one back across. And they're able to get that one for the rally. Just tapped over the net there by Slaughter. She'll get that kill. Slaughter was feeling it after that kill. Unable to hear head coach talking to her from the sideline. And some accuracy on that kill from Larissa Shelby. Right by the referee. And Miles will go for the kill. But right to Callaway. That one popped in the air for Shelby. But Walter were able to get that one, but it bounced off the basketball court. So the point will go to Penn Hills. Timeout, Woodland Hills. And reminder, this game has been brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy, just call Beasley. Where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. That's 412-271-9293. So Woodland Hills will exit this timeout down 16-9 here in the third set. Down 2-0. They'll be trying to make a 3-set comeback here to pick up their first win of the season. Meanwhile, the Indians, are going to go to try to match their win total from last season and try to hold on to this 7-point lead in this third set to bring their record to 4-5. Last year they were 4-10. They have the chance to tie that win total if they can get just a few more points. Adamski back to serve. Almost blocked, but that looked like it was a double tap there. But that one will land right through the hole of the net. So 17-9 now. Williams will get that one. But falls just in front of the net, so point Penn Hills. Now just 7 points away from winning this match. Back to serve is Adamski once again, a junior for Penn Hills. And they'll call that one in. A close call there from the referee. Looked like it was the far ref making that call. They'll try to get that one up. And a great play there by Amira Smith. Get that one right over the hands of the defenders while falling out of bounds. Back to service again, Adamski, just 5 points away from the swing. And it looked like they were unable to get set and ready before that serve, as it was a little bit of scrambling around there. That one will fall short from Adamski, so point and serve for the Wolverines. Now down 11 here in the third set. Subbing into the game now is Shafino for Boyd. Back to serve, Sunrise Myers. We've seen her make some great plays at the net. And that'll go down as an ace for Myers, cutting the lead to 10. That one will land out of bounds on the serve, so Penn Hills point, 3 points away. So with 3 points away from securing the win, Penn Hills will try to bring their record to 4-5 with their next game after this one coming against Plum on Thursday, September 30th. Woodland Hills next game will come against McKeesport. That'll be a road game for the Wolverines. Also on Thursday, September 30th. As that one lands out of bounds, but not for a lack of effort. So 23-11 here. 2-0 lead for Penn Hills. And Williams will get that one in the air, but unable to get over the net, so we now have a set point for Penn Hills. They are 1 point away from winning this game. First set went 25-16 Penn Hills. Second set went 25-6. As that one unable to be judged correctly in the air, so that will be the game. 3-0. 25-11. Penn Hills will take the third set, and they will take the game. So Penn Hills brings their record to 4-5, while Woodland Hills are still searching for that first win, as they now fall to 0-6. So Woodland Hills will return to action on Thursday as they visit McKeesport. Penn Hills also returning to action on Thursday as they will host Plum. So the homecoming home volleyball game will end with the loss for the Wolverines, but not due to a lack of effort. And I just want to remind everyone to check out the Rock Comedy Show coming on at 9 p.m. just after this here, episode 5 of the Rock Comedy Show, featuring some of the best comedians in Pittsburgh. A new episode coming out tomorrow, Wednesday at 9 p.m. And this game was brought to you by Beasley Plumbing. Make things easy. Just call Beasley, where we take the sting out of your plumbing woes. Call them at 412-271-9293. Penn Hills takes the game 3-0 over Woodland Hills. I'm Stan Beckton, and this has been a Roxamore Sports Network telecast. All rights reserved to Roxamore Media and Entertainment and the CEO, Leon Rockymore. From Woodland Hills, good night. Don't forget to check out the Rock Comedy Show right after this.